Hey folks, welcome back to the channel where we would talk about police interactions to make sure you know your rights as a citizen and also understand the legal rules for filming in public. We're highlighting some very important cases today. You'll find links to each creator's channel in the video description. Be sure to subscribe to them, watch their others' videos, and don't forget to subscribe to mine as well. Now let's jump into our first video and we'll talk more later.
Am I videoing?
Yeah.
What is videoing?
Are you taking a video, sir?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. Pictures, video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're done because there's confidential documents in this area. This is vital record.
Okay, you should probably cover them up to protect that privacy.
No, I'm gonna tell you to stop video.
No, this is a public building and I'm not...
This information that is passed where people are not standing, we don't have people videotaping.
That's...
We don't have, this is why there's a lock, this is why there's this.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in there. It's okay, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna go about my business. And you can go about protecting the privacy.
So I'm asking you to stop taking a video of our office.
No, this is a public building and I'm in a publicly accessible area. I could record.
Oh my gosh, please.
Well, don't worry about it, man. Just go back to work. I'm not bothering you.
It's not.
I mean, if you're so concerned about people's privacy, you should probably go work on that, no?
I don't appreciate the attitude.
I'm not giving you...
I appreciate it.
Well, ma'am, you're telling me something that you're uneducated about. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're telling me to...
I understand this is a public space.
Yeah.
Okay, that it's City Hall is.
And I'm able to record, and that's it.
It's not.
Yes, I am.
No, it's not.
Yes.
You have the confidential information.
That is on... The onus is on you to protect that.
Well, I guess.
So, stop giving me an attitude. Stop telling me what to do. Because I'm not...
asking you to please.
And I'm
stop
gonna...
videotaping an area that has nothing to do with the public.
Of course, well, everything in this building does. Especially you. You work for the public, right? Can I have your name, please? You're not going to identify yourself?
Sir, I don't appreciate this, and I'm really...
Ma'am, just go back to work and go about your day, and I will. That's all. I'm not here to bother you.
I'm sorry, what is your name, and who do you work for? What's going on here?
I have the name right here.
I don't know what that is.
It says right here.
Because you're...
Yeah, I don't give my name
I
out.
appreciate it. We have vital...
Do you have a business card?
I don't.
You don't have a business card?
I don't.
What is your name, your position?
My name is Barbara.
Okay.
My last name is Brindisi. I'm the assistant city clerk.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is we have protected records behind here.
Okay.
I don't know what you're videoing.
Oh,
I
well,
don't know what you're
ma'am, your camera right there, do you mind shutting that off? I feel a little uncomfortable. Okay.
You're being very...
Police officers are important for keeping peace and order in our society. Sometimes, though, their interactions with people can get tense. Police officers, like everyone else, have different backgrounds and beliefs. When people film the police, some officers might feel uneasy and worry that their actions will be criticized. In some cases, officers might respond with disrespect to stop the filming. This could be because they don't fully understand people's rights to film in public. Filming in public is usually protected by constitutional rights, like the First Amendment in the United States. This amendment guarantees freedom of speech, expression, and the press, letting people record events and things that are important for the public. Recording police officers in public helps citizens keep those in power accountable, making sure the justice system is transparent and responsible. We should work on improving the training and awareness of officers about public photography. Understanding the need for transparency and accountability both for officers and the communities they work in will create a more respectful environment. Training programs should teach officers about citizens' rights to film in public, stressing the importance of respecting these rights and having positive interactions with people who choose to record. Besides training officers, it's just as important to teach the public about their rights when filming in public spaces. Campaigns and initiatives to spread awareness can give people the knowledge to confidently use their rights. By promoting this understanding of our constitutional rights, communities can build a culture where people respect and understand each other, including the relationship with law enforcement.
With the Sheriff's Department. So are you aware that we're in a stay-at-home order right now? Yeah, obviously.
By the government?
Yes,
of
I am
Wisconsin?
aware.
Okay, you're aware of that?
I am aware.
So I don't need to explain that to you?
No, you don't need to explain
Okay,
that to
because
me.
I can if you need me to.
Go. You can because your officer was just here 2 weeks ago.
Okay, do you need me
And
to explain
he
it to you or
explained
no?
it to me that you guys weren't enforcing that order.
Oh, we're about to.
Okay.
So you understand it though?
Okay, so why are you here?
Because your daughter is going to play at other people's home and you're allowing it to happen.
They were over here as well. So
Okay.
are you here?
They've been talked to
Okay.
about it. So
No,
now I'm
I
talking to
understand.
you,
Okay.
and so either you can acknowledge it or you can argue.
I'm acknowledging it.
Okay, stop having your kid go by other people's home.
Okay, I acknowledged it. Anything
Good.
else?
Nope, that was it. Apparently, there was some other
I
issue
acknowledged it.
before
I acknowledged
Okay,
it.
good. Thank
Anything
you.
else?
Yeah, I need your last name. Amy, what's your last name?
I'm not. Is there a reason you're asking for
I'm
it?
adding you to the screen so we can document that we had contact with you.
Is there a reason for it?
Yep, because you're
That's what I-
violating a
that's what I'm
state order,
talking
which is
about. If you let me finish, that's what I'm explaining to you. Because you're violating an order,
I
We're
haven't
gonna-
violated an order.
we're going to have documentation in our screen with your name because we're here talking to you about that you said you just acknowledged.
Okay.
So then there's documentation.
I would like to
of
see
who
the
we
law
spoke
that
to.
requires me to give you that information.
Thank you.
Because I haven't.
What is your middle initial?
I don't believe that I'm required to give that to you.
Like, why be immature and play games?
Because I believe this is harassment. I haven't done anything wrong.
How
I
you-
went over there to get the dogs.
To interrupt
No.
a situation.
I'm
When
upset
there's law
because you
enforcement
told
at
my
somebody's
daughter-
home, when there's law enforcement at somebody's home dealing with a situation, that is not a time for someone to walk up and confront an officer.
I did not confront you.
What do you call that?
What do I call what? Because I came over there to get the dogs? This is the
Walking
situation.
up to me at my
I was
squad,
upset.
confronting me.
No,
What do
I
you
did not
call
confront
that?
you. I went over there to get the dogs. I asked you why you had my daughter hang up the phone when she was on the call with me. Now, I got a phone call from my daughter that she was somewhere and the police was there. Of course, my reaction is to be concerned. Do I need to come get her or is she able to come home? I don't want her somewhere where there is the police.
She walks all over the
Okay.
place all day long barefoot. So why would you have to come get her when you...
This situation is a great example of how knowing your rights can help you handle an unexpected encounter with confidence and respect. The U.S. Constitution protects your right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures under the Fourth Amendment, which means police can't just ask for your ID without a good reason. If you're sitting on a park bench minding your own business and having a conversation with a friend, you're not doing anything wrong. When the officer approaches and asks for your ID as part of a routine check, it's okay to politely question why. By saying, "I'm just having a conversation here, I'm not breaking any laws, so I don't believe I need to provide ID," you're calmly asserting your rights. Adding, "Am I being detained?" is a smart way to clarify the situation because it forces the officer to either explain why they're stopping you or let you go. This keeps the interaction respectful but firm. At the same time, it's worth considering the officer's perspective. They might be trying to do their job and ensure public safety, even if their approach feels unnecessary or overreaching. While it's frustrating to be asked for ID when you're just sitting in a park, staying calm and polite can help avoid unnecessary tension. It's not about being difficult, it's about knowing your rights and making sure they're respected. This scenario highlights why it's so important to understand your rights. The Constitution is there to protect your freedoms, but it's up to you to know how those protections apply in everyday situations. Whether you're sitting on a park bench, walking down the street, or going about your day, being informed helps you handle these moments with confidence. It's not about creating conflict, it's about standing up for your rights in a way that's respectful and responsible. By staying calm and knowing where the line is, you can navigate these situations without escalating them, which is a skill that's useful in all areas of life.
Why don't you start taking some pictures?
Okay, you want something?
Actually, I'm kind of on a time schedule.
Okay, I need to talk to you, so you need to stop and talk to me.
Am I being detained?
I want to stop and talk to you.
I appreciate that. No.
Yes, at the moment you are being detained.
For
Till
what crime?
I find out what's going on.
For what
If
crime?
you're looking in vehicles, I need to find out who you are.
For what crime?
What you're doing.
What crime am I being detained
I'm
for?
investigating.
That's not a crime. What
I'm
crime?
investigating. ID.
Ma'am, what
Do you have
crime?
some ID with you?
No, ma'am, what crime?
Why don't you give me this license?
What crime am I being suspected of? There's
Right now, I don't know.
Exactly, so there's
But
no
if you're
reason to
looking at
detain.
vehicles and you're taking pictures, and you're inside taking pictures
All legal activities, ma'am.
of... What's that?
They're all legal activities.
Can I ask why? Let me talk to you for a minute. What's your first name? Tell me that.
I'd rather not give that up.
That's fine too. You're making everybody in there very uncomfortable.
Well,
and you're
that's-
going in there taking pictures of them.
I
You're
went
out
in.
here
I
taking
didn't go in there to
pictures of
take
their
pictures of
cars.
them. I went in there just to get pictures of the inside of the post office, and I grabbed the passport application while I was in there.
Okay, why are you taking pictures of the inside of the post office?
It's part of what I'm working on.
Okay, can you? Is that?
I'm
a big
working on
secret?
it. Yeah, right now it is. I'm working on a story on the post office. It'll be online, and I'm hoping in about a week, whoever picks it up. You can just Google Claremore Post Office, and it'll come up.
That's fair, but you're making everybody really uncomfortable, and now you're not wanting to talk to me. They're telling me you're looking in cars, so I'm gonna find out what's going on. I have a reason to find
They're
out.
going to
what
tell
you're
you
up
that
to.
so they can get you out here.
That's great.
I've never
And then
been
if
looking
I
in
find
any
out that
cars.
You're good, then you can be on your way and do what you're doing. But I have a job to do.
I understand
It's
that.
not to give you a hard time.
But I also
need
have
to
a
find
job
out
to do,
why
and I
you're
have
doing
things to do. I don't have time to waste around here. I'm on my last pass, and then I'm out. I've already explained to them what I'm doing.
it. Okay. You
So-
explain to who?
3 different people.
Okay, who are the 3 people?
I don't know who they are. I didn't have one name. One lady said her name was Trish.
Central, who's your RP on this?
Have a good day.
All right.
This situation is a great example of how knowing your rights can help you navigate tricky moments while staying respectful and calm. The U.S. Constitution protects your right to film in public spaces under the First Amendment, as long as you're not trespassing or interfering with others. When the officer asks for your ID without a clear reason, it's important to remember that you're not legally required to provide it unless you're suspected of a crime or in a situation where ID is mandatory, like driving. By politely saying, "I'm just filming in public, which is my right," you're asserting your constitutional protections without being confrontational. Adding, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" is a smart way to clarify the situation because it forces the officer to either justify detaining you or let you go. This keeps the interaction respectful but firm. That said, it's also worth considering the officer's perspective. They might be trying to maintain order or ensure safety, especially in a crowded or tense environment like a protest. While their request for ID might feel unnecessary or overreaching, it doesn't always come from a bad place. The key is to balance standing up for your rights with understanding their role. By staying calm and polite, you're more likely to de-escalate the situation and avoid unnecessary conflict. At the end of the day, this scenario highlights why it's so important to know your rights. The Constitution exists to protect your freedoms, but it's up to you to exercise them responsibly. Whether you're filming a protest, a festival, or just enjoying a day in the park, being informed helps you handle these moments with confidence and respect. It's not about picking a fight, it's about knowing where the line is and standing on the right side of it.